are continuing to follow a serious story that we first brought to your attention yesterday. Investigators say more potential victims are already coming forward after a local youth tennis coach is charged with inappropriate conduct. 40-year-old Joshua Denault is facing 4 felony charges, including capturing an image of nudity and child enticement and exploitation. These charges led to his firing as a tennis staff coach at Western Racket and Fitness Club. This specific allegation involves a victim at Four Seasons Tennis Club, which Western operates. Denault appeared in Brown County Court this afternoon for his initial appearance. The Brown County Sheriff's Office started investigating after a member of a junior tennis program reported Denault in early May. In the criminal complaint, a 10-year-old girl told authorities that she recognized Denault was recording her with a cell phone that he placed on the ground that police say was inappropriately positioned. It's a crime often called upskirting. Investigators later found 36 videos on his phone capturing similar images with potentially different victims. Police say other evidence from the cell phone shows an adult woman being sexually assaulted while unconscious. Based on what's already recovered, officials believe there could be victims going back 3 years. The Sheriff's Office is asking anyone with any information to contact them. It could help in their investigation.
It helps show that pattern, even if they aren't looking to pursue like formal charges or anything of that nature. Having that information is a good start for us, and it gives the opportunity for us to make sure that there are resources made available to them and their families.
Captain Poteet says investigators could be looking at additional charges as the investigation continues. Denault is being held on a $75,000 cash bond. If he posts bond, he will be required to wear a GPS monitor. He will be back in court next Friday.